Hey ladies and gents, I've been away on vacation, but I'm back a little late for the second half of September, so let's just get to the good stuff with a few gems coming out this month.
War is coming, my boy. You must make ready.
Final Fantasy XVI is the first mainline action RPG in the series, set in a dark fantasy world where icons and their dominance shape the fate of the land. The story follows Clive Rosefield, sworn to protect his brother Joshua, the dominant of the Phoenix. After a tragic event, Clive seeks revenge on the dark icon Ifrit. Players engage in epic battles between icons and can upgrade Clive's swordplay and abilities. The game offers a story-focused mode for easier gameplay, of course, and the more action-paced mode for those seeking full control and obviously the reason to play the game. Looks like Square Enix is continuing to aim for the profits more than full exclusivity, as Final Fantasy XVI is the latest iteration in their portfolio to come to PC this September. With a mighty 92% on OpenCritic and generally favorable accolades across the gaming space, it seems like Square Enix's little action RPG experiment gamble with the Final Fantasy IP name did it some justice. I just got done playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I'm not sure I can take on a whole new epic JRPG, but hey, it's on my list to tackle before at least the year's end. So if you missed this one, the PC price starts off with the base game at $49.99, or you can have the option of grabbing the game plus the 2 released expansions for $69.99. Final Fantasy XVI, including the DLC, comes out for PC on September 17th. The Plucky Squire follows Jot, a storybook hero, as he's banished by the villain Humgrump. Humgrump? Dude, that's kind of a sick name. And thrust into a world beyond the pages. Jot must rescue his friends and restore the story's happy ending, navigating a blend of 2D and 3D landscapes filled with puzzles, battles, and unique challenges in this enchanting action adventure. So the Plucky Squire looks to blend, this top-down Zelda-like combat with a 2D side-scrolling platformer a la Mario and the sort of fun-for-the-whole-family type of game. Seriously, I could see a 10-year-old kid having a field day with this game on story mode, with the one-hit kill options and other, nice options turned on. And also me just having an equally fun time by upping the difficulty and being reminiscent of past old school games. I mean, there's even a section that looks like the old Nintendo game Punch-Out. I don't know, that's just really cool to me, and it's a nice touch for nostalgia's sake. So maybe check this one out if you're looking for something vibrant and nostalgic. The Plucky Squire releases on PS5, Series X, Switch, and PC on September 17th. Santa Monica Studios presents the sequel to God of War 2018. Kratos and Atreus journey through the 9 realms, seeking answers to the prophesied Ragnarok. Along the way, they explore mythical landscapes, gather allies, and face Norse gods and monsters. As war looms, they must choose between protecting their family or the realms. So PC's eating pretty good this month. God of War Ragnarok hits PC, and to be fair, what is left to say, really? Sequel to Game of the Year winner God of War, Ragnarok would have won its own Game of the Year if that little known game called Elden Ring hadn't popped out of nowhere. But seriously, Ragnarok has all of the things you love about God of War and continues the cinematic story of Kratos and his son to a thorough, satisfying 25 to 30 hour romp. It's a no-brainer if you're looking for a solid title and never bought a PS5, so check it out. God of War Ragnarok finally comes out for PC on September 19th. Frostpunk 2 expands the city survival genre, placing you as a steward tasked with leading a post-apocalyptic city through relentless calamities in an endless winter. Build districts, manage growth demands, and balance the conflicting interests of various factions. To survive, you must expand your city, requiring resources like coal and oil, while keeping citizens fed and warm. As the population grows, governing becomes increasingly complex, and you must carefully navigate the city's competing needs to secure its future. I never played the first Frostpunk, but I always heard great things. It's like a dystopian lover's SimCity, and I don't know, that always resonated with me. The act of making sacrifices, such as forcing child labor to work double shifts, has this for the greater good hot fuzz promulgation that, whether you like it or not, forces you to make tough choices. I always enjoyed games that did these types of this or this scenario with deep impact, sort of like Wasteland 3 from, what I can remember back in the day. While Frostpunk 2 may not be on my immediate radar, I'm looking forward to wishlisting this and seeing the reception when it comes out. Frostpunk 2 comes out for early PC access bundle purchasers on September 17th, with the full release on September 20th. Step into the role of Princess Zelda and set out on a journey to save the kingdom of Hyrule. Create echoes, imitations of useful objects or fallen heroes. Take on the sword fighter form and step into the rifts to explore dungeons and the still world. Zelda's wisdom and your creativity are the keys to unlocking this adventure. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom seems to take the root of random and crazy from previous Zelda games and forge its own distinct path with this cute, adorable iteration. In Echoes of Wisdom, echoes seem to be the main game mechanic in which you can imitate an echo you've learned, recreate it over and over in the form of objects to help you traverse the world, or in the form of monsters that help you combat the harsh landscape of Hyrule. And there are tons, and just from the previews that I've seen, there are a ton of echoes. So it seems to be very, very fun. Creativity is sort of the name of the game to this, and it just very truly looks like a hell of a fun time. So get ready to fire up your Switch for this one. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom comes out on the Switch September 26th. Ravenswatch is a top-down roguelike action game offering intense real-time combat, solo or co-op for up to 4 players. Set in the dark fantasy world of Reverie, you must defeat the spreading nightmares using heroes inspired by old folk tales and legends. Dynamic gameplay focuses on building strength, teamwork, and strategic battles against level bosses. With randomly generated maps, varied heroes, and upgrades, each run offers high replay value a la Hades. Action roguelike is always a great time, but Ravenswatch brings action roguelike multiplayer to the forefront in this badass game of old folklore and legends. From characters like Little Red Riding Hood, to Aladdin, yes please, and Beowulf. You can choose your twisted legend and embark on a journey to rid the world of all of this corrupted evil by mastering each hero and their cool, unique abilities from what I've seen. Only this time, of course, you can do it online, freaking co-op with up to 4 total players. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try my best to convince my buddies to get this game so I can do, like a ridiculous glass cannon one-trick build, and when the perfect counter enemy comes along and we all die, I'll just say it was their fault for not defending me. It is gonna be amazing. Ravenswatch is slated for a PC release on September 26th. Starfield Shattered Space is a story expansion for Starfield, Bethesda's new role-playing game. It centers on a mysterious threat in Dazra, the hidden homeworld of House Varun. Players investigate a cosmic danger, explore a new planet, and uncover unique weapons and gear. A distress signal from a derelict star station leads to revelations about the Varun people and their deity, the Great Serpent. In this dark, politically charged adventure, you'll navigate House Varun's complex history and shape its future after a cataclysmic event. Well, this is it, boys. The Starfield Shattered Space story expansion is coming out swinging with a million things that should have launched with the game. But hey, here we are. And if you're about to get all pissy from a few Starfield ribs, then just leave now and come back less of a pussy, because I enjoyed the time I had with Starfield, but I don't think it was some earth-shattering game. But as with all things that seem quite fine, here's the rub. Okay, so how many people do you actually think tried Starfield day one on Game Pass? Okay, keep that number in your head. Now, how many of those people do you think are willing to come back to the game? Okay, and now, The last bit, how many are willing to come back to try an expansion that costs $30 when they didn't even pay for the game to begin with? I'm just not super sure who is going to do that, because I certainly wouldn't, but it could just be that I'm in the minority, so who knows? I guess we'll find out soon. I'm rarely wrong, but hey, maybe this proves me wrong. You know, whether it's Concord being a shit game, whether it's Thrones of Liberty, and I get all these dumbass comments, yeah, I've been right this entire time. So we'll see about Starfield, but honestly, if it ever went on super sale, I might revisit just the whole Starfield universe, because it seems like a pretty good time. I mean, I had fun with it. The custom builder for my ship was freaking so much fun. I'm pretty sure I spent like 4 hours building my ship, and then I was like, no, I want a new ship to rebuild. Anyway, the Starfield Shattered Space story expansion arrives on Xbox Series X and PC on September 30th. Go check it out. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys. You know, I've been here and there and everywhere. I've been trying to move and do some other stuff, but I appreciate all of the views, and yeah, I guess come back next month, because it will be a spooky month full of amazing games. And in the meantime, hopefully I can maybe get a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth review out, or something else that maybe I'm looking forward to, like that badass Warhammer game. So I'll take it easy and peace out.